is pantheism? Stay tuned to find out. Hello everyone, I'm Angela and welcome to my symposium. I'm a PhD and a university lecturer, and this is your online resource for the academic study of magic and magic practicing religions and traditions. I've recently had a 2-hour lecture with my Magus level patrons on the topics of pantheism, panentheism, and panpsychism. And I thought it might be useful to offer a concise version in a series of 3 short videos, as these concepts may be of interest for most people engaging with earth-based religions or magic practicing traditions. So let's move on to the topic, shall we? Pantheism comes from the ancient Greek words pan and theos, and literally means all is God. Pantheism is therefore the belief that everything is God. Not godlike, not created by God, but God in and of itself. Everything is seen as being ontologically identical with God. Pantheism has often been contrasted by theism, which is the belief in a personal God, whether it be monotheism, the belief in one God, polytheism, the belief in multiple gods, and so on and so forth. Pantheism being the belief that all is God is not personal in the way it conceptualizes the idea of the deity. And in that it can be seen as contrasted by theism or theisms. A pantheistic view denies that the divine and the word are ontologically distinct. The unity, which is here God, is no other than the word. They are the same substance. This doesn't mean, however, that the finite entities and the pantheistic God, which is the divine unity, may not be distinct. The totality can in fact articulate itself into a multitude of separate entities, but they would still manifest as aspects or ramifications of the unity, which is what ultimately exists. In terms of the contrast between theism and pantheism, where theism claims that God is personal and transcendent, meaning that the deity dwells outside of our phenomenological world, pantheism sees an impersonal God, which is also radically immanent, meaning that the deity dwells within and is embedded in our natural world. Yet pantheists may also believe that there are transcendent aspects to this divine unity. According to Levine, pantheists may maintain the divine unity's immanence without denying that 1. Divine unity and finite entities are ontologically distinct, or 2. That there are transcendent aspects of this pantheistic unity. Still, with some exceptions, pantheism is non-theistic. So, now that we know what pantheism is, and that it states that all is God, we can move on to tackling the 2 main interpretations to this understanding of the word. On one end, we have what I would call re-enchanting pantheism, and on the other hand, what can be defined as materialistic pantheism. The re-enchanted pantheism is perhaps the most popular among magic practitioners, where the idea of divine being the word re-enchants every element of reality. Stones and herbs hold divinity within them, and hence power, since deity is here associated with power and creative agency. I see this view linked to what Corrington defines as deep pantheism or ecstatic naturalism. In the latter view, according to Corrington, and I quote, "Nature is ecstatically self-transforming and contains a deep unconscious that is the source for both the human and the sentient collective unconscious, as well as the human personal unconscious. Nature is all there is. There is no supernatural realm, nor nothing beyond nature. Interestingly, saying that nature is ecstatically self-transcending also means that all transcendence is in and of nature and never entails a word beyond nature. Nothing supernatural, really. Everything is natural, being nature all there is. Thus, the creation itself of the word is from the word and of the word, and it is all part of nature, part of the natural world, which is self-creating, self-maintaining, and really contains everything there is. This is interpreted by magic practitioners and pagans, for instance, in a re-enchanting way, in that the supernatural is actually the natural. And since nature is all there is, and it is self-creating, and it is deity itself manifest, that means that all parts of it entail, contain, and exert a creative divine power. A second interpretation of pantheism is more materialistic, and it is the one endorsed by the famous philosopher Baruch Spinoza. For Spinoza, the idea that everything is God means that there is nothing beyond the realm of the physical world, and this is all there is. This also means that we are self-determined, and everything that happens is necessitated to occur. It is hence not a way of bringing the metaphysical and the divine power in nature, but rather a way of collapsing the metaphysical onto the physical world and saying, look, there is nothing beyond. It's all here. This is all there is. God is nature, literally. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing beyond. No re-enchantment here, but rather a de-enchantment. Human actions are for Spinoza like leaves on a tree that fall onto the ground during autumn. They may appear intentional to the tree, but are really just necessary occurrences for nature to run its course. Just as growing up and growing old, every human action is here for Spinoza and for a more materialistic form of pantheism, determined by nature, because nature is God, and God is nothing beyond the physical world. So this is it for today's video. Before wrapping up, allow me to introduce and welcome to the Inner Symposium my new patrons. Thank you so much for pledging to my Patreon. I'm so happy you joined, and my gratitude really goes to you, as this channel exists thanks to your support. So thank you for all of you who just pledged and for those who stay pledged. Now, if you like this video, smash the like button. Let me know what you think in the comments, because you know that I always love to read your comments and reply to all of them. Subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, because sometimes YouTube doesn't notify you about a new upload unless you have the bell activated. And as always, stay tuned for all the academic fun. Bye for now.